You may want to upgrade your sword. You're gonna want to upgrade the vibro blade.
It has Han Solo and Chewbacca in it, and it's before the
I'm gonna look that up on the internet later on. This is the workshop. This is where you increase the value of ranged weapons, melee weapons, lightsabers, and armor. TM. Right now we can only upgrade the melee weapons. The prototype vibro blade. It's a very special weapon in the fact it can be upgraded. Probably one of the better early weapons in the game.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't do as much damage as the long blade, but it does get the ability to be upgraded, and so it becomes better than the vibro blade. And I see you're going for dual wield.
Yeah.
Dual wield increases your chances. It allows you to roll twice a move. This game, it runs off of Merrill-Wind logic. There's an off-screen roll.
Yeah.
And having dual wield weapons, it allows you to have two on-screen, off-screen rolls. So instead of just hitting once, you're hitting twice.
Yeah.
And the blasters works the same way though. The rifles, the roster rifles, they act two-screen rolls, and dual-wielding pistols does the same way. It definitely helps you when you specialize. But when you specialize, it doesn't mean that people who are single-handed do better.
No.
Because single-handed players do get a skill later on that does the same thing. And it does it better than having just two weapons. So in the end, all builds become equal. But some builds are stronger than others.
At certain points where you're trying, it depends on what your play style.
Yeah, that's what I love about this game too. All the different play styles. Like, there is no guarantee that you'll find everything.
Yeah. It would take forever.
It does. So right now, quick explanation of the plot. Nothing really important going on.
Looking for Bastilla, we killed a bunch.
But these guys are illegal aliens. Aliens are not allowed to live on the top floor of Taris. And there's 3 floors of Taris. There's the upper floors, the lower floors, and the underground. And, you know, that determines your social rank. And you can't move up, you can't move down. You're born where you're born, and you live with it. It really sucks. It's a lot like the caste system from India.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
You're born where you're born, and you stick with it.
Got a blaster rifle, some grenades. Not much. I never really used those, that adrenaline stuff.
Yeah, if you know what... Okay, also, guys, if you know what you're gonna do for a run, it's my suggestion... Oh, you're gonna kill her?
Who are you?
Maybe.
What are you doing in here?
When the person tells me to, isn't she,
Yeah.
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my
Back in the
vibro blade.
face.
Too bad
Okay.
I'm the one still paying the price.
I'll be going now.
Okay, so...
Good.
The thing about Taris is that it has a lot of opportunities to get a lot of good early money. Which is gonna be great for you. You'll want early money. And a lot of them don't cost you a lot in the Force. So even if you plan on doing a good run, it's still okay to kill these guys, because, you know, you're only taking 1 or 2 bad Force points.
Yeah.
And there's even good ways to end up finishing these routes, too.
Rarely.
Well, there's 2 or 3 of them. This guy's selling you stuff. He's the first shop of the game.
Yeah, good to get shields. You're gonna want those.
I never really had that much of a...
Need for shields?
Yeah. I never need shields, because the builds that I always went with were, I was never really good when I was young. So I always pressed the recommended, because I was never good at this. I didn't understand that attributes affected skills, and the skills were affected by attributes, and skills affect feats. So I always pressed recommended, because I was stupid. But don't let my stupidity get in the way of this game.
Even protects you against the lightsabers. Kinda.
Yeah, once you get the lightsabers, there's no point in the vibro blade.
Well, no, I've seen some vibro blades and swords are better than lightsabers.
Well, you have to go searching for them.
Yeah.
Like a long time. And even then, I think you get like advantages with the Jedi if you use this lightsaber, don't you?
Yeah.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibro blade. That's why the Republic is.
So Carth is like, no, these shields suck.
And melee combat.
Yeah, there are better shields that are cheaper down the line.
True.
I know a lot of the if you don't really like the weapons you get to start out with, there's a shop that's is selling a couple of light weapons.
Yeah,
that
there's
are-
a store that sells
Yeah,
you.
it sells you a couple of them for like $1 a pop, and it really can help you if you want to experiment with your game type early on in the game.
It's like you can take out. I don't know. I'm not gonna read it out. Like you guys can read. I hope.
Yeah, this he's basically telling you shields are great, but they're expensive as hell.
And if you're up against a big group of people,
But here's the thing, a small team of commandos, shielded, could take on a legion of soldiers. So, really, it makes the difference, and they're only really weak against ion blasters. And like I said, we have iron blasters. We can kill them. I like how the second game though they have the weapon switch, quick switch.
yeah,
I like that.
that does.
I used that so many times because I had a melee and a blaster just in case, just an ion blaster just in case someone had a shield, and it helped me so much.
You want to see what I have in stock? I don't remember what this guy has. I don't think he has much of anything.
He has a heavy armor. If you got all this stuff, you can sell him a couple of things you're not going to use.
Yeah.
I know Carth comes with his own pistols, his own upgradable blasters.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get rid of those.
He has a normal one, and then he has like a Carth.
He has Carth's pistol and Carth's blaster, and those two weapons are going to serve him for pretty much half the game until he gets some better weapons. Don't even bother with a heavy combat suit. There's later ones you can get for a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And they are better.
Long sword, quarterstaff, vibra sword, short sword, iron.
And see, that quarterstaff is one of those basic weapons that costs only $1, and it allows you to play around with the weapon for a bit.
Yeah.
So something I like. Something I like about that game. It keeps that in mind. That some people don't know what to do and want to play around with builds.
And don't want to spend all their money.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't.
Those repair kits are used for later on.
I don't buy nothing. Vibro blade. Yeah.
You could sell a vibro blade.
Yeah. Shorts. Blaster. Yup. I don't like this. Poison.
What do they do again? They stick you.
Yeah,
They're helpful in one of the boss fights.
Strength. I never use these. Clothing parts.
You don't want to pick. I think you should start buying mines now because there's a later boss that is difficult without them.
Okay. What'd you shoot?
Well, don't spend money if you don't need to. But you're going to keep a frag grenade. Weapons you want to keep in mind. Make sure you have some frag mines.
Yeah.
And some gas mines. And a frag grenade. You need at least one frag grenade if you want to have any chance at beating this game. Even though the game does give you a lot of frag grenades.
They come in handy a lot.
Yeah, but there's one specific part where you're gonna want a frag grenade.
No, let's leave it. Alright.
You're gonna want to ambush all these security doors, by the way. Break in all of them. They don't give you any bad points, any negative dark side points.
But they give you stuff.
They give you stuff, like a couple bucks, med packs, and important stuff.
I don't want to go back to the city. Little security door.
There's a lot of walking in this game.
Yeah.
I hate walking. Something that they could really use is some random encounters.
They have some actually.
They have a couple in a couple areas where walking is really evident. But otherwise, there isn't enough. This is why I understand why you hate this place.
There's some that you have to search for.
Yeah.
Like you have to go up and actually talk to people to get them. But I know there are a lot. Credits, parts, Twi'lek,
Yeah, if they don't have a name, there's no point to talking to them.
janitor. He yells at you.
Yeah, he yells at you.
He's not really. Oh, that's my house.
That's your house.
Duros, he's almost dead.
But he doesn't ever die. I threw a frag grenade at him in my practice run to make sure the game was working.
Did he die?
No. Oh. He's invincible. He will actually kill the droids for you if you let him.
Just fight them hand to hand. KOTOR tanks, yay. Saving, loading. This makes for a much more cinematic game experience.
Yeah, but you always, unless you played this game so many times that you understand, you remember every single word.
Yeah. Make sure I'm out there.
Alright.
Woman. Protocol droid.
Yeah, this is one of the other characters that I'm talking about.
On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a cryptical droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you?
Yeah, he just tells you about what's going on Taris, which we can explain better.
Then
Yeah.
if you will excuse me, I must
There's,
continue
well,
my
we kind of already
appointed
did. The Sith took over. There's,
Now here we go, Carth is bothering.
oh, I hate these.
Well, if you want, let's make this game fair. We should give the guy a credit, because he is one of my more favorite characters in the game. Even though we love to hate him, I love to hate him.
Yes, what's on your mind?
All the other characters are badass.
Me?
Though.
Yeah.
Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic. For
Even
years.
the little droid is more of a badass than Carth.
I fought in
Oh,
the
he's-
World Wars
he's one of the
before I
best.
started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith enemies.
Yes,
Not
they
even
were.
the Mandalorians were that senseless. My
Okay,
whole
so
world was one of the
FYI,
first planets to fall
Mandalorians
to
is a
Mars.
group of a clan of
The
humans
Sith bombed it
that
in
love
submission.
war.
There wasn't a damn
Great
thing the
mercenaries.
Republic forces
Yeah.
could do to stop them. It shouldn't be my
Apparently in the
fault.
PC
I did
port,
everything I could.
Mandalore
Followed my orders and did
is
my duty,
actually the
but that shouldn't mean I
Mandalorian
failed
guy
them.
that
I didn't.
you pick up in this game. Candace
So,
or
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
he is
I'm sorry, I'm
Mandalore.
not making more sense.
That's actually interesting.
You probably mean
I
well
could never
with
get him
your
to take off his
questions. I'm just not
helmet, though.
accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all.
That's why they use the same
I'm
voice
more
actor.
used to taking
Yeah.
action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand.
See, now, it was like talk to him, make him feel better, and now he's yelling at me.
Oh yeah, it will. The first few conversations will always end up like that because he doesn't like talking. He's the kind of guy. He's the action, get to it kind of guy, and that's why I never talk to him.
Here's the gun store, weapon
Yeah,
store.
this is an early weapon store if you need med pack. The good thing about med packs is that they have a universal price,
They did.
so you can get them from anywhere, and they're all infinite. You can always buy as many med packs as you want anywhere.
On the planet, whatever you need, I've got. Well,
Will you be doing all the races?
What do you mean by that?
the Sith confiscated all my
Races.
heavy weapons.
Will you be
and
finishing
they
all?
impounded all my ships.
Oh,
and
no.
swoop bikes. But
Will you
I've
leave
still got
Strom?
real nice
Yeah, I
selection.
suck at the races.
If you're interested. Just so you know, the prices on the items
No bargaining?
are final.
Oh.
No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal
Yeah, you
with
can never
top-notch
bargain.
stuff.
Bargain.
No.
We can sell our stuff. That
Jesus.
that alloy heavy suit is one of the better first beginning. I used it all the way through one game before on easy mode.
Yeah, but that has 6. And it's just, all that has is the max dexterity bonus is up 1. I mean, look at the price difference.
Yeah, but it's isn't it light armor?
Yes, it is.
That's the reason why you want it, because it's great for Jedi.
True.
Because later on, Jedis get force points. Like I said earlier, they get force powers, and they advantage from having clothing rather than they have armor. Because the heavier the armor they have, the more points it takes away from the force. When they use force powers, it takes away more points. It takes a while to completely fill up one of those. Don't you have to use that for a story plot point?
Yup.
Are you gonna get it? It's only $50, and you're right next to the dueling arena. I bet you with your build you could get to the first 2 fights. But since I had a more of a concentrated build, I got to the first 3 fights.
I can wear armor, so I'm probably gonna want some. We can wear armor in the arena, right?
Yeah, you can. I got through the first 3 fights with only the combat suit and the vibroblade. The prototype vibroblade.
Alright, I can sell. Military suit, I'll keep that. Change up my stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of this.
A lot of it.
Especially for
Okay.
one of the later plot quests.
2, 3, 12. The double bladed or the vibro blade?
What was the double bladed give you? I know the double bladed, it does, it will always do 1 hit more, but I think the vibroblade would be better because you get the slashing damage. Well, then again, they're wearing armor, so I don't think the slashing damage So yeah,
Welcome to
the
the
double-bladed
equipment
works better in
imports.
this case.
Because of the Sith.
I'll sell.
Don't sell the Viper Blade, because you
I
won't
won't.
want it.
I'm just gonna sell this and the long
Don't
sword.
sell. Oh, okay, fine.
I
You're,
mean,
you're gonna get plenty of longswords.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of like you find them on dead
They're kind of the
bodies.
thing you sell to get cash in this game.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Is this the fighting arena?
Yeah, this is the final area.
Sith Trooper.
You want to talk to Benedict Starkiller?
He's inside.
Yeah, he's inside. I don't know why you can use security on the door.
When it's already unlocked.
Yeah. You can use them on a lot of doors, even though they're already unlocked. And
No
I
one-
managed to do security in an already unlocked door before, and I missed.
Yeah, and it failed.
I managed to, during the practice run too, I managed to
Bastilla,
miss a door.
Sarna.
Go, be nice to this
Hi
girl.
there.
You're gonna want to if you want a easy way to advance the plot.
Sith officers from the military base much time off.
Even though there's two ways to advance the plot.
I'm off duty
Yeah.
right now, so I'm not in uniform.
There's this girl, and then there's a fighting area. Alternatively, if you're a female,
You get a dude.
you get a dude, yeah. So you can hit on her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a little
That's
surprised
how
you're
you get
talking to
in
me
on
at all. Most of the people here on
If your
Taris
speech is
don't
high enough, you can get experience from
Makes
this.
this job pretty lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you failed.
Oh.
Save the sympathetic best
I think
friend
the
that
early
anyone else
persuasions
who
are
work on my
really
day off, so let's
difficult to
just
do,
pretend this
and they have
conversation
like
happened.
almost
Move
no
along.
chance of doing it.
Back again? Didn't I make myself clear enough? The senior
Which do you think is better, Fallout 3 or this game?
Fallout 3 or
Don't try
this?
to analyze me. I'm just doing my job.
My
Same as any other
playstyle,
soldier
I
in
would
any
say.
other
I like this
army.
better.
Besides,
I like this better, but I think Fallout 3 is better. Even though I like this more,
Yeah.
because I find a lot of times, I think that a lot of games are better, but that doesn't mean I necessarily like them. For the moment though, we have food, and food is good. We're gonna show off this
One conversation because this is the classic wife complaining at husband, and then a fight's gonna happen.
It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
They're about to start, so quick.
Also, I need to get off from my ass. So it'd be to my advantage to stand up.
Draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here.
Alright, this is the arena that we're gonna do. This is gonna be like a little cash farm.
This is an easy cash farm for 6 fights, and then you get like more money for every fight.
The first really hard one is that one chick.
No, ice is pretty easy. I got, like I said, I took a level 3 and burned right through the first 3 fights.
Well, Deadeye Duncan.
You just need a specific build. You need a build that complements what you're doing right now, rather than what you're gonna do later. Because a lot of RPGs, you're gonna want to build to what's gonna complement you later. But lucky for me, my build that I was doing was gonna help me right now and later. So I was
Nice.
fortunate to do that. So we're on to. I don't think he has 2 fingers.
Doesn't look like it. I always, like when I was little, I'd always check his hand when I talked to him.
Yeah.
Like, you have 2 fingers?
Okay, so Neil's gonna pause here. We're gonna take a quick break. We will be back, and we